Welcome. My name is Hayley, and this class is your first yoga class. So it's a sequence designed for those who have never tried yoga, or maybe this is a second or third or maybe 10th venture into yoga. So it's a simple sequence that is just going to start exploring stretching the body, looking at some of the most foundational yoga asanas, and just connecting with the breath. So I'll be using some props, so a yoga belt. If you don't have a yoga belt, you could use a towel, a scarf, a tea towel, an old t-shirt, something you don't mind stretching, and some yoga blocks. If you don't have blocks, books work really well, or if you have kind of a movable chair, that could also work. If you don't have the blocks, don't worry too much. We are going to begin lying down on the back, stretching the legs. So if you come down onto your back, bending the knees and then picking up your right foot and looping your belt around the sole of the foot, and holding the belt or the tails of the belt in either hand, extending that left leg long. You're going to flex both feet, so both of your legs are going to be active. So that position is toes curling down or back towards you as you push up and away through your heel. And what you'll notice is that action just starts to stretch and open all the way through the back of the leg. Now just make sure that your quads, that's the big muscle on the top of the front of the leg, is engaged. And try not to clench through the hands or through the jaw, a little bit of softness through your shoulders. And most importantly, you're breathing, if you can, through your nostrils. One more here, breathing in. Breathing out. Now bringing the belt into the right hand. Left hand comes onto the front of the hip. You're just using your hand to ground and start to take the right leg out towards the right side. This movement might not be very big. Don't worry about it. Your foot might touch a chair or a table or a sideboard or something like this. You can just let the leg relax there, or at least the foot relax there, but keep the quad engaged. Still breathing. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, bring the leg back to the center and then switching sides. So loop through your left foot and extend your right leg long. Now you're flexing the feet, so you're curling your toes down, you're pushing away through your heels, your quad is squeezing. And just try to notice if the outer left hip starts to lift. Try and pull the left hip, the left sitting bone down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring the belt into the left hand on the right hip, just keeping the pelvis stable and level, and then start to take the left leg out towards the left side. Keep the foot flexed, keep the quads squeezing. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bring the leg back to the center. And then exhale, you can release the leg and release the belt. And just notice any shifts, any sensations. Now that simple stretch gets into the hamstrings, the lower back. These tend to be areas in the body where we carry a lot of tension. So that can bring a nice feeling of release. Maybe after, maybe not during. Maybe you feel a little bit taller. You're probably not, but it's a nice feeling. Now just hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side. And then just rolling yourself over. And we'll come into a child's pose. So from the hands and the knees, bring your big toes to touch. Your knees come out at least hip distance, maybe a little bit wider. Bring your seat all the way back towards your heels. And then start to reach the arms forward, trying to bring the forehead down to the ground. You could always use a block underneath the head or a blanket or a cushion if you need some more support. Feel the sitting bones pressing back and down as you stretch and reach through the arms, through the sides of the body. Steady breath. And if you can, you're breathing through the nostrils.
rather than breathing through the mouth. That can be a little bit forceful. Breathing in, breathing out. On the inhale, coming onto the hands and the knees. And exhale, just pause here. Notice how you're using your hands. Try to press the weight down into the fingertips, the backs of the knuckles. So you're not just letting the weight drop into your wrists. Cat-cow, as you inhale, look up, lift your chest, lift your tailbone. Exhale, rounding lower back, middle back, upper back. Drop the head, tuck the chin. Inhale, look up, lift the chest, lift the tailbone high. Exhale, rounding lower back, middle back, upper back. Inhale, look up, lift the chest, lift the tailbone high. Exhale, rounding lower back, middle back, upper back. Inhale, bring the spine to neutral. Now tuck your toes, start to lift your knees, and moving into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you've never done a downward facing dog, just think about making an upside down V shape with your body. So you're pushing down into your hands. You're trying to lift and lengthen through the arms, through the sides of the body. Lift the hips. Good. Now I want you to bend your knees here. Try and press your chest back towards your thighs. Notice that when you bend your knees, it helps you to get rid of that rounding or that hunching through the upper back. Now, you may well keep your knees bent. Otherwise, start to draw the heel bones down towards the ground. You don't want the feet to necessarily touch the earth, but just know the heels are heading in that direction to bring a stretch through the backs of the legs. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, come forward to plank, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Now, if you had to wriggle your hands and your feet to find your long line in plank, so no hips sticking up, keep the hands and the feet as they are now. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Good. 2 more like this. Inhale, forward to plank, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Bring the knees down, point the toes, and just come back into your child's pose. Catch the breath, relax the shoulders. And so this transition between a plank and a downward facing dog is something that shows up quite often through a yoga sequence. Now, we don't want to be constantly shuffling the hands and the feet around the mat. It can be a little bit distracting. So that's why it's just nice to keep the hands and the feet in the same position. It also gives you a little bit more space in your downward dog to really lift up through the hips whilst you draw down through the heels. So you're getting that length through the torso and that length through the backs of the legs. Once more, inhale, come onto the hands and the knees, and exhale, press back, downward facing dog, hips lift high. You can always bend your knees. Inhale, come forward to plank, shoulders over the wrist, neck is long. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Now soften your knees and slowly walk your feet forward. Stop when your toes are behind your wrists, feet stay hip distance apart, feet parallel. Now you can keep your hands down towards the ground, or you could come up onto blocks. Now, if you can't straighten your legs and you have blocks, I would recommend using blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can just keep your knees a little bit soft. Now, wherever you are, you're spreading your toes and you're pushing down into the ground. Notice how that action brings a sense of lift up through the kneecaps, squeezing through the quads. Feel the backs of the knees, the backs of the thighs opening. And just relax the tension through the head, through the neck, through the jaw. Try and let it go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Soften the knees. Wriggle the feet all the way together. Chin to the chest, and very, very slowly, this should feel pretty nice, roll all the way up to stand, letting the head come up last. And just take a moment to roll through the shoulders. Reaching the arms over the head, interlace the fingers into a fist. Now, I just want you to notice your posture. So we have a tendency to let the tailbone stick out and the ribs flare. I'm being a bit dramatic. I like to be a little bit dramatic, but hopefully you can see. Now, I want you to get this feeling of Lengthening the tailbone long, good, legs are strong. Belly draws in and up, lower ribs draw in and up. And you'll just notice that brings length through the back of the body and strength through the front of the body. Now interlace the fingers as you inhale, reach up a little bit higher. Exhale, side bend to the left as you shift the hips to the right side. Inhale, come back to the center, reaching up. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center, reaching up, make that space. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center, reaching up. Exhale to the right side. Inhale, come back to the center. And exhale, release the arms. Stepping forward to the top of the mat, just slide your blocks off of your mat. Have them close by. You may well want them a little bit later. And you're just standing in Tadasana. So this is mountain pose. Your feet can be together or your feet can be apart. Make sure that you're firmly pushing down into the ground. Try and relax the toes a little bit. So don't crunch at the floor, but keep those toes spreading. Legs are strong, shoulders draw back and down. And as much as you're pushing down through the feet, can you get a lengthening through the crown of the head? Bring the palms together at the heart and find an intention for your practice. Maybe there is some particular reason why you've made the space and the time and the effort to be here. Maybe there is someone that is encouraging you or maybe forcing you to explore yoga. Maybe dedicating your practice towards them, whatever it might be, just keeping that meaning with you. And whenever you need to, know that you can come back to it. Take a full deep breath in. Exhale a full breath out. Release the arms alongside the body. Simple Surya Namaskar. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Press the palms, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, fold over the legs. Uttanasana, forward bend. Hands can come to the shins or towards the ground. Let the head be soft. Inhale, look up, lengthen the spine. Step the right foot back for a lunge. Exhale, left foot to plank. Shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, push the earth away. Exhale, bring the knees down. Bend the elbows back as you slowly bring your chest all the way down to the ground. Inhale, point the toes, lifting the chest, low cobra, squeeze the elbows. Exhale, tuck toes, seat back to the heels, downward facing dog, hold and breathe. Think about that V shape. You're pushing down through the hands, lengthening through the arms as you lift through your hips, relax the head. Shin bones press back, heel bones draw down. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, right foot steps forward to a lunge. Exhale, hold, strong through the back foot. Inhale, left foot steps next to the right, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, stand up, reach the prayer to the sky, gazing to the thumbs. And exhale, release the arms alongside the body, Tadasana. Now just notice where you finished the sequence. Ideally, you want to finish where you started so that you are giving your legs and your hips that stretch by stepping forward and back into the lunge. So try to notice if you're constantly ending up halfway down the mat, really try and step that foot forward. Once more, inhale, reach the arms to the sky, press the palms, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana, head is soft. Inhale, look up. Step the left foot back for a lunge, strong back leg. Exhale, right foot to plank, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, push the earth away. Exhale, bring the knees down. Bend the elbows and bring the chest all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, point the toes, lifting the chest, low cobra, squeeze the elbows. Exhale, tuck toes, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. Gazing at your feet or in between your legs and hold. Pushing down through the palms, through the backs of the fingers. As you lengthen up through the arms, can you draw your belly and lift your hips? Spread the toes, spreading the arches of the feet, center of the heel bone draws down, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, step the left foot forward to a lunge. Now, if you can only step the foot halfway in, I want you to catch the heel with the hand and step the foot back to where you started. Exhale, hold, prepare. Inhale, right foot steps next to the left, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, stand up, reach the prayer to the sky, gazing to the thumbs. Exhale, release the arms alongside the body, Tadasana. Good. Now open up to one side. Take your legs wide apart. You want about a leg's length of distance in between your feet. Remember where we stretched those legs earlier in the class. So just be mindful, give yourself some space here. Turn your right toes out, back toes turn in. And you want to just check that the front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. As you inhale, float the arms up to shoulder height. Now you're firming your legs. That means your quads are engaged. And you've got an external rotation through this front leg. So as you look down, you should see that your knee and your toes are pointing directly forward. Now, as you exhale, reach forward as far as you can and really get this feeling of dropping the hips so that you can lengthen the side body. Then bring the hand down to the shin or to the thigh. Reach the top arm high. This is triangle trikonasana. Spread the toes. Feel that strength and stability up through the legs. Drawing the torso back in space a little so that you can reach through the crown, reach up a little higher. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, push into the feet, stand all the way up. And exhale, bend the front knee deeply for warrior two. If you look down and your knee is way over the ankle, give yourself a little bit of space. Now we're going to move with the breath. As you inhale, extend the front leg straight, reaching up, lifting up. Exhale, bend and expand, warrior two. Good, two more. Inhale, extend, reaching up, lifting up with the arms. Exhale, bend, expand, warrior two. Last one. Inhale, extend, reaching up, lifting up. Exhale, bend, expand, warrior two. This time hold here. So looking at that front thigh, knee on the ankle, thigh as parallel as possible to the ground. And you're tracking that knee over the second and third toe. Drop the tension through the arms, through the shoulders, and reaching through the fingertips. Breathing in, keep the back leg nice and strong. Breathing out. Inhale, extend the front leg straight, and exhale, release the arms. Good. Now just pivot on the feet to change sides. So your left toes turn out, back toes in. Just check that the front heel is still in line. Inhale, float the arms up to shoulder height. Exhale, reach forward as far as you can. Bring the hand down towards the shin or the thigh. Reach the top arm high for Trikonasana. And so this is not a forward bend, even though you might be feeling it quite a lot through the hamstrings. But this is a side bend. So as you push down through your feet, you want to try and lengthen through the side body. Can you spin the chest, reaching high? Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, push into the feet, stand all the way up. Exhale, bend the front knee deeply for warrior two. Maybe you're widening the stance with the breath. Inhale, extend the front leg straight, reaching up, lifting up. Exhale, bend, expand, warrior two. Inhale, extend, reaching up, lifting up. Exhale, bend, expand, warrior two. Last one. Inhale, extend, reaching up, lifting up. Exhale, bend, expand, warrior two. This time, hold here. Knee on the ankle, thigh parallel to the ground, strong through the back foot. Now just notice here, you're not leaning to the left. So shoulders are stacked on the hips and you're reaching and expanding through those arms. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, extend the front leg. Exhale, hands catch the hips. This time turning your left toes towards the right. And as you look down at the feet, you just want to see that the big toes are in one line and the feet are turning slightly in. As you inhale, draw the elbows back, lift the chest up, and exhale, fold over the legs. Hands come down to the ground. If you can't touch the ground, either bend your knees or you can use a block underneath each hand. Take an inhale, look up, lift the chest, and exhale, fold over the legs. Spreading through the toes. Notice here if you're leaning back into your heels, see if you can tip a little bit more weight forward, strong legs. Belly pulls in, neck is long. Breathing in. Breathing out. As you inhale, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands catch the hips. Inhale, push into the feet, stand all the way up. And exhale, gently arch the back. Inhale, lift the torso upright, soften the knees, and exhale, you can step or jump the feet together and give the legs a little bit of a wriggle. Good. So you should feel that the legs are a little bit stretched. Maybe they're feeling nice and strong. So let's just have a little bit of play with the balance. So you're pushing down through your feet. You're standing nice and tall. As you inhale, bend the left knee into the chest. And exhale, draw the knee open towards the side. Sole of the foot presses somewhere along the inner leg. It can be up at the thigh, below the knee, or the toes can touch down towards the ground. So wherever you're feeling the balance is, bring the palms together at the heart. Notice if you start crunching those toes and collapsing, really spread the toes, push into the foot, stand nice and tall. As you inhale, reach the prayer up towards the sky. And exhale, separate the hands shoulder distance apart. Good. Feel that lift and length through your arms. And as much as you're balancing, you're also drawing that knee open towards the side. Breathing in. Try not to frown. Breathing out. Gently press the palms and draw the hands back to the heart. Inhale, draw the left knee in, and exhale, release Tadasana. Good. Shake out the legs. If you wobbled, don't worry. If you fell over, don't worry. And we'll switch sides. Inhale, bend the right knee into the chest, and exhale, draw the knee open towards the side. Sole of the foot presses. Good. Now, if you really try and lift that leg and you're really wobbly, just slide the foot down. It's not important where the foot is. Bring the hands together at the heart. As you inhale, reach the prayer up towards the sky. And exhale, separate the hands shoulder distance apart. So you're spreading the toes. You're pushing the foot and the leg in towards each other as you reach up. Breathing in. Breathing out. Gently touch the palms. Draw the hands to the heart. Inhale, draw the knee back in. And exhale, release Tadasana. Good. Relax. And then coming back to stand at the top of the mat. Feet together in Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Press the palms. Gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, fold over the legs. Uttanasana, head is soft. Inhale, look up. Step the right foot back for a lunge. Exhale, left foot to plank, shoulders over the wrists. Take an inhale here, push the earth away. Exhale, knees down. Bend the elbows and come all the way down towards the ground. And then slide the forearms forward, setting up into Sphinx. So elbows are just slightly ahead of your shoulders. Your forearms are parallel. You're spreading your fingers. You're pressing down through your palms. As you try to slide your elbows back, it's like you're sliding your chest forward and through your upper arms, lengthen through your neck. Try not just to throw yourself back. That can feel a bit uncomfortable for your low back. Use your legs. So tailbone is long, navel draws in. And as you push down through your feet, you're reaching through those big toes. Breathing in. Breathing out. Gently release, come down. Rest the head, rest the arms, and it can feel nice just to rock the hips from side to side. And then gently rolling over, coming to lie onto your back. One more back bend, so bending the knees, feet hip distance apart. You should be able to just about touch your heels with your fingertips. Pushing down through your feet, lift your lower, middle, and upper back away from the ground. Now you can hold here, or you can try and interlace the fingers behind the back and maybe tuck the upper arms under. So push down through the feet. Really feel the back of the body engaging so that the front of the body is opening and lengthening. As you pull the tailbone towards the backs of the knees, can you reach away through your arms? Neck stays long. Breathing in. Breathing out. Release the interlace and slowly come down. Hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze. Maybe a gentle rock from side to side. Just finishing with a simple supine twist. So drop the knees over towards the left side. Try and keep your knees in line with your hips or your belly button. And twist and turn the gaze towards the right side. If you feel comfortable, closing down the eyes and starting to slow down the breath. And as we're learning the yoga asanas or the yoga postures, yes, we're learning how to work with our body in a way that is safe, with some good alignment. But we're also practicing bringing our attention right here to our body, to our breath. Creating this stillness. Draw the knees back to the center, switching sides, so drop the knees towards the right and twist and turn the gaze towards the left. And it can be challenging at the beginning of practice because there is so much to think about. But eventually, when we do become a little bit more familiar with the poses, we're able to relax a little bit with the breath. The mind is able to become more still. And we're able to rest in this feeling of space or peace. And that is ultimately what yoga is about. It's not just about what we're doing with our bodies, but it's about cultivating this deep state within. Draw the knees back to the center. Gently extend the right leg long, the left leg long, arms alongside of the body. Take a full deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh the air out. Good, one more full deep breath in. Open the mouth, sigh the air out. And let yourself rest in Shavasana. Toes relax. Feet relax. Legs relax. Hips relax. Chest relax. Back relax. Fingers relax. Arms relax. Shoulders relax. Jaw relax. Face relax. Head relax. Whole body relax. Gently wriggle the fingers, the toes. If it feels right, take the arms over the head, big stretch. Bending the knees, rolling over to one side. And lifting yourself up to sit. Sitting in any way that feels comfortable and just taking a moment of pause. Noticing any shifts, any sensations, any insights from your practice. If you feel comfortable, bring the hands together at the heart and just really acknowledge your strength and your courage to be here. Drawing the chin to the chest, bowing the head down to the heart. Thank you so much for making time for your practice. Thank you for joining me for this class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back. If you have any questions, any comments, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.